Hi there, and welcome to Christmas Cheer Central. Today I'm going to show you the technique of a fancy fold card. Here's the card that I'm going to show you how to design. And the fancy fold is just that this front panel opens. So instead of the full card, it's just the front panel. So I'm going to show you how to assemble this. To start, you have a base card of 5.5 by 4.25. You have a top part for 4.75 by 3.5. And this is real red. And then I used Take a Bow Designer Series paper. And I have a base layer at 5.25 by 4. And a top layer at 4.5 by 3.25. You'll notice I used two different pieces of paper here. You can use the same, and that looks great too. The reason why I did two different pieces is because I could do more cards out of a single pack of paper. And then finally you need 3 pieces of white cardstock at 4.25 by 3. And you'll want to do all your stamping ahead before you assemble your fold. And I do have a tutorial video to show you how to do these trees, so check that out. So we have those 3. So I'm going to oops, I apologize. There's one more piece that you need, and that is this little hinge piece here at 5 by 1 inch, and it's scored at 2 inches. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to assemble this. I'm going to start with my base. I'm going to move all the rest of these out of the way. All right, so I'm starting with my base piece here. And I'm going to get rid of this, my tab there. I'm going to scroll in just a little bit so you can see better. All right, and I'm going to take my hinge piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add tape just to the 2-inch end of this piece. So I'm going to add a little tape here. And I want to put it right in the middle. And so this is where I'm going to take my grid paper. And so you can see I zoomed in so you can see. I'm going to take my grid paper and I'm finding exactly halfway through the card here. So, and I'm going to put my tag right at halfway. All right. 3.25 by 2.25. There we go. Trying to do my math. All right, right in the half. You could eyeball it, but you want to kind of right in that middle. So I've taped this to the base. Okay, now I'm going to take my base layer and I'm going to add some adhesive to it. Fingers on it. And I'm going to just center that on my base. And you'll notice it covers up my tab, okay? So what I'm gonna do next then is I'm gonna lay my top layer on top of my card. And I'm not adhering it here, okay? I'm just putting it in place. And you see I wanna make the border correct. And then I'm going to add tape, but I'm just adding it towards the end of my hinge. And I'm just gonna fold this and stick it down. Okay, just like that. So now my hinge works. But I want to hide this. So then I'm going to bring in my top layer, add my adhesive, and layer that right on top. There you go. So now I have my hinge in place and all the rest of that is hidden. All right, and then the last pieces are just these white inserts. So I've got my front piece that I'm gonna see. Oh, and ignore my tree on the back. All right, that's why they have 2 sides, right? For when you mess up. And I'm gonna just adhere that right on the front, centered again. I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna put this piece here. You could put this piece here. You could stamp something on this, but I want to have a place to write a message in my card. So I want the white panel to be somewhere I can write the message. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to center this on the left side here. Now this last piece that I want to go here, remember I want it to go under here. I could eyeball this and put it right in the center and that would probably work just fine. But if you're worried about how good you can eyeball something and get it lined up, here's my recommendation. Put your tape on your white. Slide this back down. Tape up. You'll notice my tape is up. I am putting this right over my saying here. And I'm going to close my card this way. And so then when I open it back up, it is in place and it covers up perfectly. So that's my little tip on how to get this one lined up to stay underneath this panel. And then again, here's the card again. You'll see I actually added a saying and a couple of bling on here too. And it opens up and I've got my poop pieces on the inside. I hope you enjoyed this fancy fold. And until next time, happy holidays.